Hey guys, it's your girl Tonks here. So today I'm coming at you with yet another wonderful tarot card review for you guys today. This deck right here is the one we're going to be doing. It is called the Gold Foil Tarot. And this tarot card set is actually pretty common. You can find it just about anywhere. I found it, there's like 20 different listings for it on Amazon with a couple different versions of the foil. They're on, I believe they're on Etsy. I got this particular deck from Temu. Excuse me, but you can get them basically anywhere and for less than $20. So I paid $15 for this set right here. It's on Amazon for $17.95. Some of the listings will give you this deck that I have, while some of them will give you a different version of it, or some of them will give you a surprise. So you either get this version or the other version of it, but you don't know which one you're getting until it shows up. I ended up buying mine off of Temu just because I could pick which version of it I wanted. I do think that it's legitimate because the box, I have found this deck in an actual Wicca shop around me. It was way overpriced though. They wanted like I think it was like $60 or $70 for it. It was something insane. And when we actually get into this deck, you'll understand why that's an insane price for these. I actually was able to take it out of the box. The cards themselves were wrapped in plastic, so I couldn't take them out of the plastic, but I'm like 99% sure it was this exact same deck. So you'll see why I don't feel like these cards are worth that. I don't even think that these cards are really worth the $15 that I paid for them. I'm not gonna get very much use out of them, and I'll explain that as we go. So like I said, these cards are available pretty much everywhere. They do come in a really nice box. I was really excited for this. The reason I actually found these and came across them in the first place was just because I was looking for a set of foil cards. I wanted something really pretty that I could use, and these ones interest me because they're not made out of your typical tarot card paper. They are made out of PVC, which in theory sounds really great because like it says right on them, you know that they're waterproof and they won't be damaged and things like that. And I was like, oh, that's awesome, I'm gonna get those. No, there's a reason that tarot cards are not made out of PVC, but we'll get into that. So starting it off, this is what the booklet looks like that it comes with. When you open the box up, I'll show you in the box. So this is the box. It has a little flap here on the side that you just pop open, and it's like magnetic. And this is what it looks like when you pull it out. When you pull it out, the cards will be wrapped in plastic. This is what they look like. But mine are in plastic, obviously, because I've been using them to get a feel for them. We'll get into that. But this is what the inside of the booklet looks like. So you do get, it is nice, you do get them in color. And it just gives you some quick descriptive words, but it also gives you the reverse meaning, which is nice. You got like a 50-50 shot, it seems like these days, of whether or not they're going to give you the reverse meaning. So I appreciate that they give you that in these. And like I said, it's just a cute few keywords. It's not anything like super descriptive or anything like that, but it does help if you're just trying to do like if you need like a quick refresher, because maybe you haven't pulled that card in a reading in a while. So again, this is what they look like in the box. I'm trying to get it in the light so you can see, because it's a beautiful deck. It really is. Like typically this particular version of tarot is not my favorite. I like to have the ones that like different authors, illustrators have done. I like seeing the more updated artwork. But I went ahead and got this because I didn't see anything that was like in my price range otherwise. But this deck does come with two like of these, which I think is just to protect the deck so it doesn't get like scratched up in the box. So we remove those and you have the deck. Now I will say this deck is absolutely beautiful. Like I love how it moves in the light. So, and I'll show you guys the artwork like all together, obviously, just like I always do. But these cards are absolutely beautiful. Like they really are, like, which is what drew me to them, was how beautiful these cards were. And maybe if they were made out of anything other than this PVC stuff, they would be an amazing deck. I have seen people on YouTube that do like the tarot readings have this deck, and it doesn't seem like theirs is made of the PVC, so I don't know if there's a version out there of these that's still this beautiful, because I mean it's the same. It's this, but they don't seem to have the issues that I have with these decks. So I don't know if there's a version of these that's just like regular tarot paper, but if there is and you want this deck, I highly suggest you get the regular tarot paper and do not do the PVC thing. So the PVC thing was exciting to me because you could bend these cards and they'd pop right back. So shuffling these cards, in theory, is super easy, but in actuality, as I will show you guys here shortly, shuffling these cards is hell, and I hate them. I hate everything about it. Like, the cards themselves, absolutely beautiful. I wish I could give them a better review. I really do, because the artwork is everything on these cards, like literally everything. And I thought I was getting a steal finding them for $15, and I was so excited. I'm so disappointed. So these cards are supposed to be waterproof and bend proof, as long as you don't, you know, like actually like fold them. Like if you're just doing this, they do pop right back. They do pop right back, which is nice. You can see their, you know, their thickness is irrelevant because they pop right back, so you don't have to worry about it. I do feel like these would be relatively hard to damage. I don't know. Even just scratching them, like I can scratch my nail on this and it doesn't seem like it's doing any damage. No, it's not gonna do any damage if you scratch on them. So that's cool. They're so pretty. I'm so disappointed. That's all I can say. I'm living in a sea of disappointment today, between trauma going on outside of here and just being utterly disappointed with this beautiful deck of cards. But anyways, so as you will see, I'm gonna show you guys, I've got a clip here I'm gonna add in of me shuffling these cards a couple of days ago, so you can get a general idea. But as you will see, shuffling these cards it sucks. So I'll just go to the clip and y'all can check that out for yourselves, because it sucks. Okay, so as you can see on the edges here, I don't know if you can see it very well with my lighting, but these cards have gotten slightly damaged just from pulling them out. I haven't even done a reading with them yet, so that's a little disappointing. These cards are super slippery. Oh my gosh, these cards are ridiculously slippery. So I'm already seeing some flaws with them just for that mere fact alone. That's really frustrating, that like you can't even pick them up without them just sliding all over the place. So keep that in mind if you do get these. They are super slippy. And I just messed my world up. Hold on. I don't like my stuff to be upside down. I'm real weird about that. Okay, so if you do get these cards, just keep in mind they are very slippery. Oh my gosh. Okay, frustration. Okay, I think we're ready now. Here you go. Moment of truth. So they're pretty easy to shuffle until that happens. Okay. So again, they're pretty easy to shuffle. Oh, okay. They're not that easy to shuffle. They're easy to shuffle, but they're not easy to shuffle. I now understand why these cards are so cheap. I bet people don't buy them very often, because if they had half a brain, they probably realized long before I had to do this that they were going to be incredibly difficult to shuffle. So I don't know how other YouTubers use these, is all I'm saying. And now they're all mixed up, and some of them are upside down and some of them aren't, which I did not want. But yeah, these are super slick. So let's see. So if you shuffle like I do, again, these are going to be very problematic for you because they're all trying to come out of the deck as I'm going. Like, and even if you have a hold of them, they're still going to fly out on you. So these are definitely a no-go for if you shuffle like I do to get your cards out. These are definitely a pick them up and pull them, and good luck shuffling them because woo, are they slippy. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous, actually. Like, really ridiculously slippery. So that's definitely something to keep in mind when you're getting this. If you decide to get this deck, just keep in mind that they are a slippery bunch. But they do shuffle very nicely, and it is nice to know that you're not going to have to worry about bending your cards. However, again, don't shuffle like I do. Okay, now they're on the floor. So I'd say the shuffling is a bit of a fail in my personal opinion for the way that I would shuffle these cards. That's for me. But some of you probably won't have half the issues that I do. I don't know, I have really dry hands, maybe that's part of my problem. But I'm disappointed in how they shuffle. They are a beautiful deck. Don't get me wrong, absolutely a beautiful deck. I mean, look at this artwork. Look at how it shines. It's absolutely beautiful. But I hate how they shuffle. So, if you're gonna hate that they're super slippery, you know, just keep that in mind before purchasing this deck. There you go. Back to you, other tonks. Okay, so now that you've seen what the hell it is to actually shuffle these cards, I've tried doing several readings with these cards, and I've had the same issue every time, which is shuffling them. They end up everywhere. If you even just trying to hold on to them to do the initial shuffle, they tend to fly out of your hands because they're so bouncy and because they're so slick. So they don't want to stay together when you're like trying to do anything with them. I don't like to have reverse cards, so that was a big issue for me because they would just fall everywhere, and then they would end up, I couldn't keep them, you know, straight like I wanted them, which was frustrating when I was trying to do a reading with them. Even when I was just trying to pull out single cards, multiple cards would fall out because they're so slick. So I definitely do not like this deck at all. It's not beginner friendly. I don't think it would be even like someone who's been doing tarot for years friendly for that mere fact alone. I can't say that I would suggest these cards for anybody. I don't have a vibe on these one way or another because I can't really do a reading with them because they're just a hot mess. And the couple of readings that I did do, they were not accurate at all. I don't have any vibes one way or another from this deck. I just don't feel like this deck is for me. So I could be wrong. When it comes to you guys, maybe the deck will work out good for you guys, but it did not work out good for me. But all that being said, let's get into the artwork and you guys can at least see that because they are really pretty cards. That's all I got. They're real pretty cards. So here's the artwork. Okay, so all of that being said, my overall for these cards, they're a beautiful deck. They're absolutely beautiful and I love them. I do not recommend them to anyone who values their money because they are basically just wasted because you can't really use them, in my opinion. Maybe there's a way to make them where they're less slick that I just don't know about, like maybe putting some baby powder on them or something would help. I don't know. Probably not. That doesn't sound helpful at all, actually. I don't know what I got there, but yeah, that's the back again, just in case. But yeah, I do not recommend these cards. They're beautiful to look at. If you can find a version of these where it's on actual paper and not PVC, that'd be a totally different thing, and I would, in that case, I would say go for it and try those cards out if you think these are absolutely beautiful and you want them to work for you. But don't do this to yourself. Just walk away from the PVC version altogether. If you see tarot deck cards made out of PVC, don't do it. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it. But yeah, so that is my review for the gold foil tarot PVC version, at least. Like I said, I don't know if there's another version out there that's not PVC, but I do not recommend these. So just enjoy the beauty from my video and walk away, unless you just want them as like something pretty to have. Because like, I might decorate a room with these, like attach them to the wall or something as like artwork, but I am not going to use these as an actual tarot deck. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, like it up, review, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if there's something else you guys would like to know about these, or if there's something there's a tarot deck you guys would like me to cover. Any questions, comments, concerns, things I missed that you think are important, let me know down below, and I'll do my best to get to it for you guys. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!